Hey Visual Techs, I'm going to take a minute here to go through something with you that's probably the most challenging part of your day on a Sunday morning. That's the transition between the offering song and into the message. So there's a few different steps that you got to do to have it go over well, and I just want to make sure that everybody's clear on it, and you can use this video to reference it if you just need kind of a refresher for when you're scheduled again. So if we look at the screen here now, what we basically have, it's as if we're into our last offering song. So once the song is finished, you're going to hit the F1 key to clear it and immediately go down into the dock here and get back to your switcher, which is that ATEM, that kind of red bullseye thing. Once it pulls up here, you should already be preset. Right now on this program side, this is what's live. We're in ProPresenter. What we're going to go to is our stream. So that should already be preset and ready to go. You can do that before the service. So as soon as you come to the screen, you're basically just going to hit auto. Okay, and then as soon as we do that, I'm going to roll the stream. You'll see it come up here. So now that's on the screens for everybody. That's the most critical thing that you got to do, is get that going right away. Once that is done, you got a minute or two to figure out this next part. And that's going to be getting set for the Kids Rock keying that needs to come up. So after you've got the message on the screens, you need to go back to ProPresenter. This is usually what causes people a bit of problems. They get mixed up in this and they try and do the next step before this one. But you got to get back to ProPresenter here, and you'll call up your Kids Rock display, and you want to click on this green screen to have it go live. Now if we look at our switcher preview here, you'll see now that we're previewing our ProPresenter feed, so we got a solid green screen. Once we get that up there, we go back into the switcher again, and then under this keying section right here, it says next transition, but this is our key. We're going to just turn it on air. As soon as we do that, if we look over at our switcher, you'll notice that there's a red box around here now for ProPresenter, as well as one on stream. This red box tells you what's live. So if we look down in our program area, this is what's on our screens right now, and you can see it's our stream feed, but we also have our ProPresenter feed live. The reason you're not seeing the green is because of this key that we just set up. And what this key is, just so you kind of have an understanding what's going on in the background, is it's going to expect that there's going to be green coming out of ProPresenter. If there's not green, it's going to show whatever is not green. Okay, so you need to have that green screen on before you click that on air button. Otherwise, if it's not green, it's going to show up over top of the message. Okay, so make sure that green screen is there. Go in, turn your key on, and then from that point you can go back into ProPresenter, and if you have a message that comes up, you can tell it to show. It will appear over top the green here, but on your projector screens, it will appear over top of the video of the message, because it's the only thing on the screen that's not green. So hopefully that clears up a bit what that whole chroma key thing is and what the keying is and that order. So if we just want to recap it again, just to make sure you get it, we're going to reset this here. I'm going to take my key off. I'm going to cut back. So we'll be into a song. So it's real quick. What happens is we're into our song right there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to F1 to clear. We're going to go to our switcher. We're going to hit the auto button. That puts our message onto the screen. From that point, we go back into ProPresenter. We bring up our green screen. That's up. Then we go back to our switcher. We turn on the key, and then you can go back to ProPresenter and you're ready to bring up any messages. Okay, hopefully that clears it up, and like I said, you might want to refer to this video again before you're scheduled, just so that it's clear in your head before you go in on a Sunday morning. Thanks a lot.